Hey everyone, welcome back to Kumo's Unfiltered Convos podcast. I know I have not been recording, that's because there's a lot of things that have been going on, but I wanted to do a special edition of this episode. This episode is going to be one which is my birthday. So May is my birthday and my birthday is May 12th. And what other way than to celebrate in one of my favorite cities, which is New York. So I am currently in New York for my birthday. I am so excited to be here, and I just wanted to come in and just say hi, and also just give you all an update that this will be the last episode of season 2. So we will be just taking a quick break for a little bit and then coming back. But yeah, let's go. So yes, y'all, as I did mention, I am currently in New York and I'm actually sitting outside. So you will hear some birds chirping and some cars going by. And I just wanted to do this episode just like in my favorite city. I'm in Brooklyn right now, sitting on some steps at my friend's house, just chilling by myself, just taking this moment in. The last time I visited New York was in 2018, I believe. That's the last time that I visited. So I've been having like New York withdrawals and I just really needed to get away. So what other way to close out the last year of my 20s by celebrating myself and bringing myself here to New York, because it's one of my favorite cities. So yeah, as I mentioned before, I know y'all have not heard from me. Y'all have not heard me like talking to you in a while, just because there's been a lot going on in my own personal life, as well as just, what's going on with Black lives and just this freaking pandemic. It just sucks. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and first of all, just truly thank every person that has rocked with this platform, that has rocked with Kumo's Unfiltered Convos, whether you subscribed, whether you shared, you listened, you gave me feedback on what you liked about what episodes you liked, and some things that you didn't like. So thank you so much, because it helps me to be a better content creator. It helps me to do better, right, as a podcaster. So I'm still learning, and I also just wanted to let y'all know that with season 2, I've actually been, my work has been featured on other platforms, other podcasters who are also doing podcasts. For example, this podcast has been featured on Cool Ass Black Woman, as well as Confidently Killing It, which is also run by another Black woman. So yes, your girl is really doing some big things, and I'm so proud of that, that people are starting to recognize the work that I am doing. I never thought that that's what I would get from this podcast, but it's really cool to see that, there's other people that think that what I'm doing is beautiful. It just always hits different when people recognize your work. And I also just want to be very honest with you that, because this is Kumo's Unfiltered Convos podcast. So on top of celebrating a birthday, I am also going through my first breakup. So that's kind of like weird in a sense to have to deal with those two going together. But just going through that, and just, going through it, because I've never been here emotionally before. So it is a new place for me mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. It's just a new space that I've never been in. And I just always want to be transparent with you all about where I'm at in my own personal life. But I really hope that you all enjoyed season 2 and, some of the things that as I reflect on my 20s, because I'm going to be 29. And as I reflect on my 20s, coming to an end, a few things that I have been able to get from my 20s is I've been doing a lot of self-reflection and just like, being proud of who I am becoming and the woman that I am growing into. I've had to do a lot of self-healing, and I am still on that process of self-healing. Yo, somebody's singing. That's why I love New York. Listen. Hey. Oh my God. I love New York, bro. Like, that's fucking amazing. Um, But yeah, like I've just been doing a lot of reflection on one, the woman that I am growing into and evolving into. I've had to do a lot of unlearning things that I was never taught as a child, confronting my traumas from my childhood. Because in order to really heal as a person, one, we have to acknowledge that there is pain and that, there's trauma that has happened. And there's no way that we can move forward as people if we never address those things. Yeah, you can move forward, but you're masking that shit. And for me, I am someone who's very proud of the woman that I've grown into. I am the first woman in my family to seek therapy, to, take mental health seriously, to take just healing seriously, and I'm just really, truly proud of who I have become as I just really reflect on my 20s. I am proud of her. I am proud of the woman that I am growing into. I'm far from perfect. I make mistakes here and there. And I take accountability and ownership for the things that I do wrong. I'm really looking forward to seeing, I'm hoping that I get to live at least to about 80. Shout out to God, hopefully. Um, but yeah, I do hope that I get to experience life as a 80-year-old woman, and maybe I will be in New York at that time, having grandbabies. So we shall see. But I am celebrating the last year of my 20s in my favorite city, in Brooklyn. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's freaking amazing. It feels so good to be around Black people, to just see Black culture and just this beautiful, and just to experience the love that I'm experiencing from the people around me. One of the other things that I've also had to learn about in my 20s is that it's important to have people in your corner who support you, people who love you, people who remind you who you are when you forget who you are. Shout out to each and every one of those people who has ever believed and seen gold in me. I am forever grateful for you, even the ones that are now no longer in my life. Thank you so much for believing in me. Thank you for championing me, and seeing good in me. So I'm forever grateful. And I think another thing that I've also learned is just really taking risks, even if it doesn't make sense, even if people don't agree with you. Take those risks. Go out there and do things that scare you. It's always scary to do something that we're not familiar with, of course, and it feels like, damn, like, what am I doing, but I think me taking risks and being a go-getter has literally changed my life, and my spirituality, and just being in tune with myself. Shout out to my intuition, being a woman that is constantly just like self-aware, like I'm grateful for that. But yeah, I just wanted to do this as it's a short segment, so short episode, and it's the last episode of season 2. Yes, y'all heard that right. Season 2 is wrapping up, but we will be coming back with season 3, and there's a lot of changes coming to season 3. So be prepared. A lot of dope things are coming. I'm excited for what's to come. Hopefully with this podcast, I get to interview Issa Rae. I would love to interview her. I would love to interview Amanda Seales. I would love to interview J. Cole, like just artists that I admire and people that I admire. So we'll see where this podcast takes me. But other than that, everyone, thank you truly from the bottom of my heart for listening to season 2, tapping into season 2, sharing with me what you thought about it, and sharing with others. So it truly means a lot to me that y'all are still, tapping in with me and listening and supporting this platform. And I wish you all nothing but love and positivity. I'm sending good vibes your way. And I will see you all next time with season 3. Bye, everyone. Hey everyone, I also forgot to shout out all my guests for coming onto the show and sharing, honestly, your most vulnerable parts of you. Thank you so much to my guests. Thank you to the people that came and shared their stories, their wisdom, their talents. Like, man, y'all made this, you really made this season what it was. And for that, I'm so grateful. So thank you. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for being vulnerable. Thank you for laughing with me. me. Thank you for dialoguing with me and having conversations with me. I hope we can have you all back in season 3 on something. We can do something, okay? But nonetheless, thank you so much to all my guests and every other person that tapped into this season. And again, we will see you next time with season 3. Deuces.